Kesavan, you've listed out everything that's wrong with the Aam Aadmi Party. I want to bring in Meenakshi Lekhi of the BJP at this point, because all this while, Meenakshi Lekhi, the Congress has been sitting smugly and smiling when they see the Aam Aadmi Party go into self-destruct mode, but they still stay with them in government. Isn't there a message that the Congress also needs to read?
No, the message is for the public of this country. The strategy is very apparent and clear. You see a Sunday, a leader speak. You see a Monday, another leader do the dharna. Now, it is the politics between the two. The one is talking about what is my view and my dream of India, and the other is how to sabotage that by doing dharnas. And it is in this context the entire thing needs to be seen. For getting an SHO or somebody else transferred or action taken, even if he has done something wrong, is very simple process. And I mean, I am not a chief minister, but I can get it done by moving an application before the commissioner of police. You don't need to go to the home minister. You need to say on a piece of paper that these are the wrongs he has committed, and this needs to be investigated by your vigilance officer. And under these circumstances, it will be in the interest of justice that he gets transferred to place ABC if on a preliminary inquiry my statement is found to be correct. But then if I make an application, I'm making myself also liable for investigation, and that too a police investigation, and vigilance officer will call upon me as well. Now this is a standard procedure. The problem is not with the law. The problem in Delhi is with non-implementation of law. Now here are people who will violate 144, who will seize the moment of 26th January, who will say openly that I am an anarchist. On Kashmir I want a referendum. On issues pertaining to security, this is what I say. Army need not be there. I mean, the entire process, you see, is not a process of governance, but it's a process of breaking law. And breaking law by who? The law minister.
And Praveen Singh, will you respond to that? Because when you do not follow the law in sensitive issues like this, you're actually endangering the people further.
Yeah, I think the answer I have on that is simple, that we have got systems where people are not being heard. Under such circumstances,
so
sometimes we actually have to confront the system. You have to get into a different kind of politics.
So
across the world, there have been times. See, when you have regimes of vested interest, the whole assumption in your argument is that there is a procedure. The procedure,
what is this regime of vested interest? You are the regime.
No,
we are not the regime on the matters of the police. We are not the regime in matters of the police.
So allow me a line
these kind of regimes work when you have well-meaning people sitting and you follow the procedure and things will get done. From the times of Madan Lal Khurana to Sheila Dikshit, this issue of police being accountable to the government in Delhi has been brought up repeatedly.
No, but that has got nothing to do with what happened to those Ugandan ladies.
You are missing the wood for the trees. What happened to the Ugandan ladies in the larger context of the police in the city?
The gentleman needs to answer that what is the system fighting for? For the cleanup, we are fighting for a system where CBI and IB and other organizations are free from political interventions. Here is a minister who's intervening in the police functioning, forcing the police to act illegally, forcing the people to arrest people and do cavity searches and make a woman urinate in public. Is that what the law is? You have forgotten Devyani Khobra Gate. The problem is in non-implementation, not in implementing the law, and violation of human rights by who? The law minister. This is the manner in which you want governance to happen.
And to add to that, you've also violated the UN Convention on Foreigners, to which India is a signatory, incidentally, Praveen Singh.
Well, yeah, BJP is certainly fighting for all this. Mr. Yedurappa has just joined them back. He's going to be a key member.
I mean,
but having said that, facts on the matter, like I said, that facts on this matter.
And again, you don't want to believe the High Court which has quashed the matter against Mr. Yedurappa? What a liar you are! You don't want to believe Supreme Court which has indicted Somnath Bharti?
A lot of the facts on the matter have actually got generated in newspaper reports.
A matter against Yedurappa,
there is a judicial inquiry and it is a time-bound inquiry.
That is where you are, anarchist.
You will need to tell her
CR Kesavan wants to come in as well.
I just want to tell to my friend from the Aam Aadmi Party, he talked about regimes. See, the issue here is, this is within your realm. He is your minister. He's transgressed law. He's broken law, behaved in a brazen way. And what befuddles people is, why do you have this selective amnesia when it comes to justice? That is what I'm asking these people. You have selective amnesia when it comes to justice. When it is for others, it's another rule. When it's for you, it's another rule. When it comes to the public and other people, it's a different yardstick. When it comes to Aam Aadmi Party, it's another yardstick. It doesn't work that way.
In fact, final question, Praveen Singh, before we wrap up. You know, earlier we had the Aam Aadmi Party who wanted instant accountability, but now that one of your own ministers, in fact, there are 3 of your leaders embroiled in different controversies. But let's talk about Somnath Bharti. When he is getting this bad press, you believe that everyone is against you, from the media to the police to the opposition parties to even the women's rights activists. Aren't you speaking the same language that all political parties have spoken all this while, that of speaking about victimization? How are you different?
I must make it clear, we are not saying that at all. You are saying that. I have only said that there have been facts that we know of from our version. There are certain set of facts that are appearing in the newspapers. Because this matter is already handed over to a time-bound judicial inquiry, we are not taking a stand. I am not saying women's groups are against us. I am not saying media is against us. Please do not put words in our mouth.
No, but then why don't you make those facts public? Because when we asked Mr. Somnath Bharti questions, he evaded our cameras, refused to say anything. What are those facts?
The facts that we have is there on camera. We have stated from day one that when people called him, along with a TV crew and with a PCR van, he went there. The women that were taken to AIMS by the police van, you know our facts. If you have some other facts, please, why don't you put them on? Which is why we will need to just stand. It's a 30-day time-bound judicial inquiry.
Okay. All right, final word from Meenakshi Lekhi.
No. What happens to Shazia Ilmi when you talk about stings which people should do, and those stings are false stings or true stings, but what happens to a sting on your member?
What happens? Sorry, what was the question? Go ahead.
I have one question.
The question is, you promote stings to be done by people against the to make Delhi corruption free. Now the same sting is done on one of your members. What happens to probe on that sting?
Which sting is?
All right, we shall not talk about that sting. We are speaking specifically about Somnath Bharti case.
I just want to say this again because we are coming to the end of the show.
Since we are talking about many people.
It's a very crystal clear decision. Somnath Bharti or Bharat, people are watching. You have failed the people. They have reposed faith in you. Don't do this to the people. Don't go back and betray them. You're manipulating the goodwill of the people of Delhi. This can't go on for long. And the problem with Kejriwal is he is choosing Bharati over Bharat. This will be recorded in history, and this is not going to go unheeded.
All right, we're completely out of time on this debate now.
It is a part of the corrupt regime and to protect the corrupt regime.
All right. Completely out of time. Thank you very much for joining us on this debate. Meenakshi Lekhi, Praveen Singh, C.R. Keswan and Pramila Sargi. We wish we could have continued with this debate further, but still there has been no word on action against Mr. Somnath Bharti, and going by all the responses we've got from the Aam Aadmi Party, they believe that the ends justify the means, whatever Mr. Somnath Bharti did.